Hey guys, Rugby League Roundup back here with another video, and today is Beyond the Tryline episode 7, and we're going to be reviewing the West Tigers 2025 season. If you guys want to like and subscribe, please feel free to. The goal is 200 subscribers by the end of January. Thank you, and let's get into the video. Time to review the West Tigers 2024 stats compared to the 2025 stats. And so in 2024, they finished in 17th with 6 wins and 18 losses. They scored 463 points and conceded 750. Time to run through the 2025 stats. The Tigers finished in 13th position, which was 4 positions higher. They had 9 wins, which is 3 more than they had in 2024, as well as 15 losses, which was 3 less than they had in 2024. They scored 477 points, so their attack got better by 14 points, and the points against was 612, which was significantly better compared to the 2024 season, where they had conceded 750. So an 138 plus difference for the Tigers in 2025. Into the attack and defence stats for the West Tigers 2025 season, the points per game was 19.8, where they finished 15th. Line breaks, they had 3.9, where they finished 15th as well. 32.8 tackle breaks, which placed them in the top 8 for that stat. With run meters, they had 1,622 run meters per game, finishing 14th. Offloads, 11.5, which was the most in the NRL in the 2025 season. They had errors, which was 10.3 per game, where they finished 12th. And the completion rate was 79.3, where they finished 8th. For defence, the points conceded, 25.5, the 13th worst defence in the NRL. Missed tackles, 36, which is the second most. They conceded 5.4 penalties a game, where they had finished 9th, and they had finished with 8 sin bins for the 2025 season. Now moving into our player reviews, we have Sunia Turuva with 24 games, 11 tries, and average 148 running meters. I thought he was exceptional. I thought he was good in most games, and I think it's pretty simple. I'm going to give him a pass mark for the 2025 season. The next player we have is Sione Fainu, who played 24 games as well, scoring 2 tries, and I thought he was really consistent for the Tigers. Most games he did come off the bench, but whenever he played, he made an impact, and I think for me it's pretty easy. I'm going to give Sione Fainu a pass mark for the 2025 season. Now we have Terrell May, who played 24 games, scored 1 try, but didn't get any try assists. He had a great season in my opinion. Could have been in the Origin team, but I think there was a bit of controversy surrounding that, so I think that cost his position. But other than that, career high in running meters, 98% tackle efficiency, and the overall impact he had for the Tigers in the 2025 season cannot go unnoticed. So for me, it's an easy pass mark, and I think he'll have a better 2026. Alex Twal. Alex Twal played 23 games this year, didn't score a try, didn't get a try assist, but I think it's on the other side of the field where he makes his most impacts. He barely misses tackles ever, and this year recorded a 97.5 tackle efficiency. And averaged 92 running meters. How can you hate him? He's just the GOAT. He's just so good to watch. And for me, it's pretty easy. I'm going to give Alex Twal a pass mark for the 2025 season. Now moving on to Apisai Coruscant, 22 games, 3 tries and 6 try assists, averaged 51 meters with 90% tackle rate. I think he had a decent season, and I think this one's another easy pass mark as well. He always contributes. He always tries his heart out. He's actually a really good leader for the Tigers. So, easy pass mark for Apisai Coruscant. Now, moving on to Adam Dewey. And this is one the Tigers should be happy that they've held on to, because the amount of contributions he had in attack this year, in 2025 was really huge. 6 tries, 8 try assists, and there was rumours he was going to leave and he was on the outer, but Tigers managed to keep him, and I think they should be happy because I think he's going to be great, and if he doesn't get injured, when he plays his best footy, he's really, really threatening. So, Definitely a pass mark for Adam Dewey, one of the better players this season. From one half to another, we move on to Jerome Luai, one of the club's biggest signings of the decade, or if not the biggest signing they've made in a while. Yeah, wow, he was. I think he was really good. 18 tries. Didn't score much tries. I think he only got about one try, but I thought his leadership was through the roof. I mean, he came there to be a leader, and he did set an example with some sort of things, and there's definitely a change there since he got there, and they definitely improved, especially on the ladder. So hopefully 2026, him and whoever partners him in the halves, whether it's Adam Dewey or Latu Fainu, I hope they can combine really well because, yeah, Jerome Luai is a dangerous player and he knows how to get the best out of his other halves, which is proven with Nathan Cleary because they've won four premierships. So, yeah, pretty easy for me. Jerome Luai gets the pass mark. Moving on, we have Fanua Pole from the Tigers. Played 21 games, scored one try, averaged 122 running meters, 88% tackle efficiency, which could be improved. Missed 60 tackles, but everything else seems to be really solid. He's 23. He's in his third season, but he looks really good every year. So for me, definitely a pass mark for Fanua Pole. On Samuela Fainu, 21 games, 4 tries, 3 try assists, 89% tackle efficiency with running meters of 83 per game. 84 per game. I got that wrong there. Yeah, I think he had a good season. I think it was pretty solid throughout most of the season. So for me, this is pretty simple. I don't have to go into too much depth here. I think it's pretty easy to give him a pass mark. Moving on, Alex Safar, 21 games, 4 tries, 2 try assists. But the main thing that stands out to me with Alex Safar is that every time he hops on the field, he always puts his best effort in. He always competes on everything. 93% tackle efficiency. And although he doesn't average that much running meters, all the little parts of his game, the small effort areas always stand out. So, yeah, for me, I think Alex Seyfarth is going to get a pass mark. One of my favourite Tigers players who really changed my mind. I didn't really like or rate him as a player, but this season turned it around and that one is Stafford Tower. 19 games, 9 tries, 2 try assists, 90% tackle efficiency. What a solid centre he's turned into. 103 running metres as well. So he was really good this year. Probably one of their top 5 in my opinion. Maybe even top 3. Yeah, Stafford Tower. I think it's pretty easy to give him a pass mark. And I think all Tigers fans would agree with that. On to one of the most consistent players in the Tigers, I think, is Dream Baller. And I think this year, statistic-wise, even footy-wise, I think it was his best year. 18 games, 9 tries, 9 try assists, and 168 running metres with an 82.8% tackle efficiency. Yeah, really solid year from Dream Baller, and I think it's pretty easy to give him a pass mark, and hopefully it's for Tigers fans' sake that the Tigers can hold on to him because he's simply one that I just don't think they should let go of or could let go of. He is going to be the future and he's a great fullback already. So, pass mark for Dream Baller. Moving on, one of the most versatile players in the NRL, Jack Bird, plays anywhere you want him to, and for that, he is so good. And the footy ability is not as good as it was in his peak years of footy, but yeah, I still think he's solid. Every time he gets on there, he puts the effort in, he works hard. He'll die for whatever badge he's playing for, and I've seen it with the Dragons and I've seen it at the Sharks. He played really well, and he always played with effort and intensity and the willingness to win. So, yeah, for me, I think it's probably a borderline pass. Didn't do much to fail, but didn't do much to pass either. But I'm going to go with a borderline pass. Moving on to a forward that I think I was expecting a lot more from come the start of the season. Royce Hunt, 16 games, 2 tries, 91% tackle efficiency. While those stats look okay, I think you could just see that he wasn't quite playing his best footy as he was at the Sharks, and I think unfortunately we're going to have to fail him. But I think if he can get back to his best footy like he can, he could be very damaging for the Tigers. And his shape in the preseason looks really good, so I'm expecting a big season from him in 2026. Now, moving on to a guy who defensively isn't that great, 58% tackle efficiency, but his attack, 10 tries in 15 games, really decent stats there, and 147 average running meters. Jarrell Skelton, pretty okay season. I don't think he really did that bad, but his defensive stats are so worrying. And 21 missed tackles and 30 tackles. That's something that I wouldn't want to be seeing from a winger, but hopefully he can fix that. And I might just pass him, but it's really close to a fail. The missed tackles numbers are not that great, but I do think his attacking prowess is something that Tigers need. He's threatening, he's big, he can be damaging when he wants to. So, just a little pass mark, but not a confident pass by any means. And I hope he plays better in 2026. Moving on to a player who really just did his job when he was required to was Tony Suka. 15 games, 92% tackle efficiency, 40 average running meters off the bench. Didn't really get much minutes, but did okay with the minutes. I don't think he did an awful job. I think for me this is pretty simple. I'm just going to give him a pass. Like a 5 out of 10 sort of thing, where he didn't do great, but he didn't do horrible at all. So, pass mark for me. On to the last player review, the player that I think is the future halfback of the club, and it's not even close. 14 games, 3 tries, 4 try assists from Latu Final. Decent contribution. Got shoved in there because Lockie Galvin requested a mid-season switch, which triggered a lot of controversy, and I think he played well through it. I mean, there was a lot of distraction around that spot, and he just played his game. I don't think he did too bad, and I think there's a big future in him. So, Latu Final gets a pass mark for the 2025 season, and I'm expecting a bigger 2026 from him. Now, moving on to the 2026 signings and 2026 losses. Maverick Guy from Panthers signed a 1-year deal. Jock Madden signs a 2-year deal from the Brisbane Broncos, and Kai Pearce-Paul signs until 2028. Talon De Silva went to Parramatta. Solomon Fatape went to Catalans Dragons. Josh Filaty went to Manly Sea Eagles. Lachlan Galvin went to Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs, and Charlie Staines went to the Catalans Dragons. Now, to finish up, we're going to have our mini awards that we give out at the end of every show, and the summary of the 2025 season for the West Tigers in a few words. So, the best win for 2025 for the Tigers, in my opinion, just looking through the draw, I think that their best win came against the Roosters in round 18, where they won 30-28. What a thrilling game. Honourable mentions could have been games against the Doggies. That was pretty memorable, and the game against Manly the 2 weeks later. So those were the best wins. But for me, I'm going with the game against the Roosters. And the worst loss is the game against the Storm. I think that was a really bad loss, and that's something you don't really want to see out of a team, to lose 64-0. The best player for me has to be Terrell May. I think his contributions were unreal. Definitely could have made Origin and could have been Prop of the Year, but that wasn't the case, and I think that was a bit of a robbery. The Rookie of the Year at the Tigers, it's kind of hard to look at, but maybe Latu Final. I think he might have played 5 games or more, but I'm not too sure about that. And if he's not eligible for it, I think Himasi Makasini's got a big future, so I'd look out for him, even though he played few first grade games. So those are the 2 players. And for the hardest worker award, I think we're gonna have to give it to Alex Twal. The work he does is just incredible. So those are my awards, guys. To sum up the season, much better season from the Tigers. Benji Marshall had a much better season. Bringing in the likes of Jerome and Sunia and Terrell May, they all had huge seasons. And the late inclusion of Taylor May, yeah, that made another difference. So hopefully it's a better season for the Tigers. You kind of want to hope that there's no distractions at the club next year, but you can never be too sure, especially in NRL. There's a lot of distractions going on around outside the club. But yeah, if the footy team can perform on the field, they'll certainly get some results. Thank you.